Testing one, two. Testing one, two. Testing one, two. Testing one, two. What's up, Daniel Berry Sports Highlight? I knew that was you. Happy Sunday to you too, sir. Happy Sunday to you too, sir. We're gonna swing by your channel and give you some love. We'll run through this pre stuff and then try to get over there before everything gets started. See if I can get everything set up over here. All right, monetization on, ad automator on. We already got one like. Thank you there, sir. All right, we got that part right. Let's go over here and start our Testing. What's going on, everybody? It's Coach Gary. How you guys doing tonight? We got another one. Game 2. Game 2, we got the Pacers versus the OKC Thunder. Oklahoma City Thunder getting ready to jump it off right now. Hey, if you watched the last one, yes, you saw. Can you even say that was a good one? It ended up being a good one. The Indiana Pacers doing exactly what they usually do, hanging in there and coming back. I know OKC had to feel completely down about that. How do you play so well all game? You lead the game until there's 0.3 seconds left, and then you end up losing. So I got a feeling that at OKC will get a lead this time, and if they do, they are not going to relinquish it. They're going to keep being aggressive. They're not going to get to the fourth quarter and start playing to not lose, and they started playing to not lose instead of playing to win. That's what happened. They're not going to let that happen this time. All right, but they got to understand too who they're playing, because if they do, Indiana is a team that will take advantage of it. All right. What's up, Daniel Berry? What's up, Michael Smitty? I still not believe anyone in the first game. Say OKC ties it up tonight. Yeah, I think so. Good to see you, Coach. Hope all is well. Yeah, same thing to you there, Michael. And what up, Garrett? Chilling. This should be a good one. Holmgren with the spin move, the extra pass. Miss. It's going to be out of bounds to OKC. Yeah, OKC played great defense in the last game and still ended up with a loss. So these guys you got to playing Indy. All right, missed shot rebounded by OKC. Dort takes another long three, hits this one. Dort had a great shooting night, a good shooting night in game 1. This is Miles. Miles goes into Siakam. Miles finally goes down low. Siakam loses his footing, throws it away. I already got 7-5. 7-5. I already got some people in the chat. Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you for being here, my dudes. Make sure you guys hit that like button. We might be able to get a few views in here tonight. We actually ended up the first night getting some in, just like the game. Just like the game, it took a long time for some real action to start happening on the channel. Then it did at the end. All right, Nembhard gets that over to Nesmith. This is going to be Halliburton. Nesmith being guarded by Dort. Gets on the baseline, a little push off. That ball's going to be deflected out of bounds. 6 seconds to shoot. Carlisle on the bench. Hey guys, you heard about the should I say unrest, the unhappiness going on with the Knicks. Not only do they need to find a new coach, but So news has come to the surface that some of the players are having trouble with Rick Brunson, the father of Jalen Brunson, and Jalen is not talking about um, the firing of Coach Thibodeau, and they don't know if Rick Brunson is in line for the head coach job because they're trying to talk to Kidd from the Mavericks. Siakam goes baseline, finds Miles Turner, and he hits that backboard. There you go. Scottie Pippen special. SGA from the corner. The three is good. Halliburton gets in the corner to Nembhard. Nembhard can hit that, and he does. 10-12 is the score. 7:34 on the clock. Siakam at the other end thought he might have got bumped. It wasn't called, but they didn't call the other shot down there. They didn't call the other could have been foul on the other end right here. Jalen Williams. They didn't call that because it wasn't a foul. It was a clean block. Halliburton gets open for three. Can't hit it. It is tipped out to Williams. Gets it to Gilgeous-Alexander. Alexander is going to be stripped of the ball. Halliburton has it. The crowd is thinking he went backcourt, but you got to be completely over. Nembhard with the herky-jerky movement. Gets Wallace. Is that Wallace or Dort? Gets Dort up in the air. And the foul's going to be called. And we got a little bit of stoppage of play. All right, there's our first timeout. We got about 7 minutes. Hang on. We got a little bit less than that, Coach. Got about 6 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first. It is 10-12, a 2-point lead by Oklahoma City. They had a darn good lead in the first game. This game's a little bit closer. And you would expect it to be a little closer. I would expect it to be closer. I think this one's going to be a really good game. As far as scoring goes, as far as how the separation between the points are going to be, I just got a feeling it's going to be closer the whole game. I could be wrong. All right, we got the box scores for you. Pascal Siakam with 3. Nesmith hasn't scored yet. Miles Turner with 2. Nembhard has 5 points. Halliburton hasn't scored. For Oklahoma City, Chet Holmgren with 2 points. Jalen Williams hasn't scored yet. Gilgeous-Alexander has 5 points. Dort has 3, and Cason Wallace with 2. Huh? All right. Got some bad news, but we're gonna keep it to ourselves right now. Nimhard on the line, misses. All right, so we got some subs in the game. All right, a little bit closer. 11-2. Soon to be 13-11. SGA still on the line. Misses the second. Nimhart finds Halliburton on the left side of the court. It's 11-13. 6:10 on the clock. Halliburton still dribbling the ball. He finds Miles Turner. Miles Turner will shoot that three. He shot it, missed it. Rebound, Nimhard. They get it back to Halliburton. Halliburton's going to be fouled out beyond the three-point line by Dort. I think this is 2 on Dort. I love about him his ability to affect the game, getting off it like he dribbles at a minute. 5:57. 5:57 on the clock. This is Matherin. I don't know why I'm having trouble saying his name. I've been saying it for this whole postseason. Gilgeous Alexander goes strong to the basket. Gets it to Wallace. Wallace on the floor. And Nimhard trying to grab that ball while he was out of bounds. And it's going to stay down here for OKC. Caruso in the game for OKC. Nice little bounce pass by Hartenstein. Caruso for three, can't hit it. Rebound, Halliburton. Halliburton, long three. That is off. Rebound, Shai Gilgeous. Gilgeous in the paint. Behind the back pass to Hartenstein. He finds Caruso on the left side for three. Obi Toppin going to get fouled in the lane. Going to send him to the line. This is Halliburton. Skip pass over to Matherin. 4-3. Williams Has to kick that out the door. Dort thought about the three, changed his mind. This is Hartenstein. Back to Dort. Now he shoots the three. Little long. Turner with the rebound. Finds Nembhard. Nembhard to Mathurin. Mathurin goes around the left off that screen. Back to Miles. They leave him open for three. He can't hit this one either. Caruso with the rebound. Goes coast to coast. Loses that one. Ref says, hey, it's out of bounds down here. No foul, buddy. Hartenstein, aggressive drive to the paint. He's going to get fouled. And Bryant cannot understand how that is a defensive foul. He is grabbing him, though. All right, we got 3 minutes and 51 seconds left in the first quarter. Oh. Hartenstein on the line. He misses. McConnell in the game. Finds Mathurin. Mathurin on the right side. Looking at Bryant posting up, but they don't go to him. Looks like OKC is in a zone. That must be a matchup zone. And Obi Toppin shoots over the top and hits a three. It's tied up 17-17. Gilgeous with the floater, no good. Rebound. Bryant finds Halliburton. Halliburton kicks it back out to McConnell. Obi Toppin strong to the basket. Off the glass is blocked by Hartenstein. Still going to be Pacers ball, though. Oh, we should have put that on the glass. Actually, he's probably trying to, but high off the glass. All right, so we got another timeout. Got another timeout. It's come on, baby. It's close. It's close to the end of the first quarter. We got about 3 minutes and 12 seconds left. Got some new blood on the floor for both teams. Obi Toppin, Bryant, McConnell. Is Mathurin? And I think Mathurin also. I don't think Mathurin started. I might be wrong. All right, and then for the Thunder, Hartenstein, Caruso, maybe Joe also. All right, so that after that first timeout, there were some new guys injected. Like I always say, when the Pacers put their new guys in, they don't really lose a lot of production. That group right there, Halliburton, Toppin, Bryant, McConnell, and Mathurin. I don't think Mathurin started, right? Yeah, but all those guys, that right there could be a starting five for any NBA team and go out and win. Yeah, because who was Halliburton, uh, Nembhard, Neesmith, Miles Turner, and then who am I missing? There was one more guy that was out there. I can't think of who it is. But anyway, like I said, that's four guys off the bench right there. Oh, Halliburton. Halliburton. Halliburton's still out there. But yeah. That's how it is. Hey guys, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Oh, we already got 3 likes. Appreciate you guys hitting the like button. Appreciate you hitting the like button. We're gonna struggle with views today, but that's cool. That's cool. That's how it is. Sometimes on Sundays, but we got a tie game, and guys, it should be a nice one. It should be a nice one. Thanks for being here. Holmgren shoots a 3. Holmgren hits a 3. Actually, it was a 2-pointer. Chet Holmgren. Let's turn down this volume just a little bit. Seventeen 21, I think, is the score. 17-20. Connell finds Nembhard. Nembhard's shot is short. Got a minute and 45 seconds left in the first. Hardenstein hands that to Joe. Joe with the long 3. Can't hit it. Rebound. Indiana. They get it out to McConnell on the right side. McConnell picked up by Caruso. Bryant takes the 3. Hey, Bryant got hot in one game. Like, Bryant, you're a big man. Stop shooting them 3s out there. SGA in the paint. Shot. Can't hit it. McConnell out to the races. Finds Neesmith. Stop and pop. Can't hit it. Rebound. Holmgren loses it. But I think Bryant is going to be called for a foul on Chet Holmgren. He still can't figure out. And he is perplexed. These guys, boy. Slap down on your arms with both hands, and then you're like, I don't understand where the foul came from. SGA kicks it. Holmgren in the same spot. Same result. Another, this time it's a 3. Last time it was a 2-pointer. Holmgren, wasn't Holmgren the National Player of the Year in college his senior year or last year? McConnell puts the big man on skates. The jumper is short. Rebound, SGA. SGA with the step back. 3, no good. Bryant tips that one out, and again, has his hands like, I can't stand that, bro. Like, just play ball. Stop all this gesturing. Dude, you knocked the ball out. Like, what do you expect the ref to do? And every time you do something, you put your hands out. Every time? Come on, bro. You knocked the ball out of bounds. 20-24. Caruso trying to get the ball in. Finds Chet Holmgren. Chet Holmgren makes a move. Finger roll is good. Chet Holmgren to the basket. Have a game, big man. Have a game. 6 seconds to shoot. Neesmith, a Nembhard, kicks it out. Pascal Siakam doesn't get it off in time. Did a little hesitation there. Instead of shooting it in rhythm, got the ball. He was open, so wide open. He took time. He took a little time, took a little extra time to shoot that, and I think he ran out of time there. But they're going to take a look at it, of course, as we go to timeout. As we go to timeout, here's your score: 20-26. All right, guys, we're going to go stealth. We're gonna go stealth mode here in this second quarter, and we'll come back. We'll come back live. Actually, not live. We're gonna be live, but we'll come back right at the end of the second quarter. So we're gonna do a little stealth action. Right as the second quarter begins. Once again, as I always say, thank you guys for hanging out with me. You know, guys, I appreciate this. Just an old dude on the internet with a YouTube channel, trying to do things here, trying to put out some videos that people can like and learn some things from. And since I like to watch basketball, since I like to watch sports, I decide, let's come on and do a little play-by-play. Didn't even start this as a play-by-play. Yeah, didn't even start as a play-by-play. Actually started it just doing what a lot of you are looking at me doing. Just me watching a basketball game, watching my Hornets play. Yeah, like 5 years ago. Watching my Hornets play, because I usually watch by myself. Don't have anybody at home to watch with me. Even my son, when he was home, didn't watch sports. But he's an athletic type guy. But no, my wife and my 2 daughters would talk junk about me in here by myself watching television. Because if you're into sports, you're gonna do a little talking right to the television. You're gonna tell the guys what they should be doing. So that's what I used to do, guys. Hey, go check it out. Go check it out. Still got those videos online. They're old. I mean, old as crap. 5 years ago, I think my first live stream. I think I was in the classroom, but it was about sports. It was about a game. Then finally, my first sit down at home stream. I'm just chilling, just watching the Hornets play. I don't know how many views I got there, but I think that it was either that first or that second stream I did. and that ended up getting like a couple of thousand. I was like, hey, this is cool. Let me just do this. And, people, we communicated, in the chat. First time I, got a chance to use that terminology, what's up, chat? So we got people in the chat. And then there are some people who have been here the whole time. Michael Smitty, one of the guys, been here the whole time. One of my day one guys. And that's cool. Probably one of the first guys I gave a blue wrench to. But yeah, glad you guys are here. And we're getting ready to go stealth right now, but I'm still here. All right, we got timeout. We have a timeout, and there you go. There's the score, 27-35. 27-35. Uh, this is at the beginning of the second quarter. 8 minutes and 49 seconds left. Might even be less than that. Yep, 8 minutes and 49 seconds. Here's your box scores. Siakam, 3 points. Neesmith hasn't scored yet. Miles Turner with 4 points. Nembhard has 6. Halliburton with 3. The bench has scored 11 points. Mathurin with 5. McConnell has 3. Obi Toppin with 3. Bryant has 2 fouls, and strangely enough, none of the starters have a personal foul. Does that mean they're not playing defense aggressively? Possibly. For OKC, Chet Holmgren with 9 points to lead his team. Jalen Williams has 5. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with 6 points. Dort has 3. Cason Wallace with 2. And the bench, they've scored 10 points. Hartenstein with 1. Caruso, 5 points. Joe and Wiggins both with 2. Dort has 2 personal fouls. Shai Gilgeous and Cason both have 1. And Caruso off the bench with 1. All right, we got a 37% shooting from the floor for Indiana, and for Oklahoma, they are shooting 50% from the field. Free throw shooting 50% for Indiana. They've only shot 2. OKC, they've shot 5. They've 60%. They've hit 3. Turnovers, big part of the, big part of what Indiana was doing and keeping Oklahoma in with the lead the last game, but they still ended up winning. This time they have 4 turnovers. Oklahoma City with the more turnovers, and they have conceded 5 points. Indiana has turned the ball over 4, but they haven't given any points to OKC, which is good. All right, points in the paint, definitely go to OKC, 16-4. Nice move by Holmgren to stay under control on the floor, stay calm on the floor, and find an open teammate. Williams hits his free throws. Holmgren with the dunk. All right, we got another timeout on the floor. This time, well, not this time, but once again, Indiana called another timeout. OKC is trying to run away with it, 27-42, but this looks strangely like the other game. Still got the crowd into it, cheering on their team, hoping that they can hang on to the lead. Hey, we're talking about hanging on to a lead when you got about a 15-point lead, but you just don't know with this Indiana team. Well, there's one thing you do know, all right? And one thing that OKC should have known in the first game: you cannot quit attacking these guys. No lead is safe. No lead is safe. That's for sure. So again, as long as I think OKC plays to win and not play not to lose, they should win. They've got more talent, if you will. They've got more talent. Their defense is up to par. You know, you just got to stay aggressive. But if you let Indiana have any opening, they're going to take advantage of it. Leading scorers for Indiana right now is going to be Nembhard with 6. For OKC, Chet Holmgren now with 11 points. Nobody in foul trouble on either side. Still, with 7 minutes and 6 seconds on the clock, no starter for the Pacers has a foul yet. Gilgeous Alexander. Last two scores for OKC. Figures out a way to put that ball in the basket. This time it gets fouled. Neesmith's drive is too strong. Williams with a step back jumper. It's good. Turnover now. Gilgeous brings it down. Goes to his right side. Crossover. He's tripped by Pascal Siakam. Oh, he did that against Halliburton. Gilgeous with two more. All right. Listen, this is how I felt. This is how we all felt in the first game. So you got to believe the Pacers will make a run. I just don't see them running all the way back to the winner circle. I don't see them running back to the lead, if you will. Not in this game. All right, there's something that it seems a little bit different. Something a little bit different about OKC tonight. You know, I can see it in Chet Holmgren's face. I could see it in Shai Gilgeous Alexander's face. In fact, I saw it right after the game when he was walking into the locker room. It's like, bruh, this can't happen again. Should never happen right there. So yeah, I think Indiana will make a little bit of a run. Will they get this lead back? I'm not sure about that. And they're actually doing a lot of the same things they did in the first game. Just it's like they can't do anything right. You know, this how it was for 2.5 to 3/4. Oh, my bad, guys. It's supposed to be Steph. Nembhard to the basket. Layup is good. Wow, what a rebound by Williams. And they get it to the other Williams. He's short. Another rebound by OKC. Thought they had saved it. Ended up being a backcourt violation. Siakam drives. What a nice drive by Siakam. Pascal, if you will. .327 on the clock. Gilgeous-Alexander brings it across the timeline. Splits the double team, kicks it to Chet Holmgren for three. That's short. If Indiana scores right here, can we say it's a little run? Pascal Siakam to the basket. Layup is good. Uh-oh. Here they come. Here they come, yo. Here they come. Here they come, yo. Here they come. Gilgeous kicks it out. Williams can't hit it. Chet Holmgren over the back. Wasn't called. Pascal gets it to Neesmith in the corner. Splash! You can't count these boys out. And a timeout is called. Timeout is called. Like, we can't let these boys get back in it. OKC comes right back. Gets those points right back. Hey, Dort. That's 3 on. Oh, that's not Dort. That's Wallace. Siakam with the free throw. Hey. Nice move by Shai Gilgeous. Couldn't finish it though. Nembhard, put it on the glass, baby. We got 4.1 seconds left before halftime.
They're going to go in there and they're going to make second half adjustments. Now, I would say the exact same thing. Indiana's got to slow down. Even though the turnovers aren't 20, you can sped up. Having trouble, and you want to give credit to OKC. But after that second half, we know that Indiana can handle the pressure.
All right, can't miss free throws. Nembhard misses the free throw. All right, there's your halftime score, 41-59. OKC in the lead, just like they were in the last game. Don't think the lead was quite this big in the first game. But it's respectable. What is that? 18 points. 18-point lead. All right, let's go over the stats real quick. All right, box scores. All right, Pascal Siakam with 9 points. He has 4 rebounds. Neesmith, 5 points. Miles Turner has 4 points. Nembhard with 9 also. He has 2 assists, 3 rebounds. Halliburton only 3 points, 3 assists. Obi Toppin, 3 points. TJ McConnell with 3 points. Mathurin has 5. And Ben Shepherd hasn't scored yet. A couple other guys that have not scored yet. Nobody in foul trouble. You just got Bryant, TJ McConnell, and Mathurin with 2. And Pascal Siakam and Miles Turner now have a foul apiece. Nobody else has fouls. So once again, does that mean they are, they're just playing excellent defense or not playing defense aggressive enough? I think some people need to pick up some fouls. They need to get more aggressive. For OKC, Chet Holmgren, 9 points. 11 points. Jalen Williams has 9 points. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with 15. Dort has 3. And he has 2 personal fouls. I thought he had 3 personal fouls. He's got 2. Cason Wallace has 3 personal fouls with 2 points. Off the bench, Hartenstein, 1 point. He does have 4 rebounds. Caruso, 8 points. Joe has 2. And Wiggins has 8 points off the bench. Also, only person in foul, the only person that has to even think about major foul trouble is Cason Wallace. He has 3. The Pacers are shooting 34.9% from the field, similar to what they were shooting in the first game, while OKC shooting 51%. 3-point shooting, Pacers shooting 31.8%. They're 7-22. Today, however, Oklahoma shooting 36.8%. They are 7 of 19. Remember in the first game, Indiana was leading. It looked like they were leading. If you just looked at the team stats, it looked like they were leading. They were leading in just about every statistical category. 3 free throws, 57% for Indiana. They are 4 of 7. And Oklahoma City, they are 6 of 8 for 75%. Rebounding, 25-21 OKC. Assists, 13-14 OKC. Both teams have 5 steals apiece. Both teams have 2 blocks apiece. Turnovers, Indiana has 9. OKC has 8. Indiana has given up 7 points on their 9 turnovers. OKC has given up 10 on their turnovers. Now, people in the first quarter, as you can see right there, I know I'm jumping around, but this game was pretty close. It was pretty close. 20-26 at the end of the first. And then OKC just, begin to stretch the lead. They begin to get in their rhythm. Again, they've got, Shai Gilgeous and Chet Holmgren having a good game. Jalen Williams is not having a bad game either. That's what they call their big 3. Big 3 having a good game is kind of hard to lose. So they outscored Indiana 33-21. All right, points in the paint, 7-4. Fast break points, 7-4. That's Indiana. Points in the paint, 12-26 OKC. Yeah, and the largest lead, 23 points. Largest lead, 23 points. I think after the lead got to 23, then Indiana had a run, got it down to 13, and then the coach called a well-placed timeout, and they came out of timeout and stretched the lead back. I think coach was like, "Hey, remember what happened in the fourth quarter? We can't stop attacking. We got to continue to attack." And that's exactly what they did when they got the ball back. Yeah, I know that's the wrong score. We'll get it right here in a sec. And they extended that lead again. All right, I think it's 41-59. Let's get that right. Yeah. All right, here we go. Here we go. So, guys, we're gonna take a little break, and we'll be right back for the start of the third quarter. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Thank you for hitting the like button. The 3 individuals who have hit that like button, I appreciate it. Actually 5. Thank you for the like. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right, so we'll be right back for the start of the third quarter. All right, back at it again. At the beginning of the third quarter, got an early foul now. Siakam hands that. This is Miles Turner going to the basket. Finger rolls, no good. He's fouled on the way to the paint. Throws those hands up like most guys usually do now. Where's the foul? Even if you don't get fouled. But Miles Turner may have an argument right there. He's at the line. And now it's time for Indiana to try to work themselves back into this game.
Longest tenured pacer. Year. He's a free agent this offseason. It's not going to be an easy decision. But the way the cap situation is set up.
Miles hits the first, misses the second. Holmgren behind the back dribble, spin move, off the glass, no good. Miles with decent defense gets the rebound. This is Halliburton. Behind the back pass to Miles, open for three. He can't hit it. And it's going to be a foul on this end from someone.
This is one the quicker you can on. Have a memory
42-59. Nembhard to get the ball in. He gets it into Halliburton. Halliburton with 11 seconds to shoot. Decides to go to Siakam. Siakam gives that to Turner. The baby jumper is good for Turner. And like I said, Indiana just needs to slowly work themselves back into this game, but they got to keep playing defense. Can't leave open threes like that. I think that three was by Williams. Nembhard. Neesmith goes into Turner. Turner squares up on Holmgren. Nice ball movement. Nice footwork, excuse me. Nice feet work. Is that feet work or footwork? Nice footwork. Gets Holmgren in the air. Draws a foul on him. We still don't want him in Charlotte. We don't need him in Charlotte. Turner on the line. Gets his first free throw. I only bring that up because there's always someone talking about trying to get Miles Turner into Charlotte. Turner hits both of his free throws this time.
Great players always find ways to miss fractions. That's the 14th. Not even 2 minutes in. Wow.
46-62.
Away from the ball. Halliburton not happy. Ben Taylor. Taylor, by the way, is first NBA Finals assignment. Congrats.
10-15 on the clock. Ref calls a foul away from the ball. Wallace with a short jumper. That's good. For OKC. Halliburton gets into the paint, kicks that back out to Miles. Turner to the basket. Can't hit the layup. Shai Gilgeous. Good defense, but better offense, SGA. With the two. Listen, Shai Gilgeous is going to get his, right? You can, if he's going to get his, you can live with him getting the 2-point shots. You just can't leave the other guys open and let them hit threes. Miles Turner hits a three. Speaking of stepping out and hitting the three. I don't care how many 3-point shots he hits, still don't want him in Charlotte. Not saying he's not a good player. We just got enough guys shooting the threes outside. Shai Gilgeous. Floater, no good, but he does draw a foul. Once again, we can live with Shai. You can live with Shai Gilgeous getting those points right there. You know, make him work hard for those 2-pointers. Right? You just can't give the other guys points. And when I say points, I mean those 3-point shots. You can't give that to him. Shai Gilgeous at the line hits the first. What is Rick complaining about? Shai at the line hits both.
That's why he's so respected, Doris.
68-49 is the score. Anybody who cannot see the game where you are and you're interested in it, hey, that's what I'm here for. Hopefully, we're doing a decent job for you. A lot of passing going on in that offense. Ball deflected out of bounds. 9 seconds to shoot. 49-68. Still got 8 minutes and 52 seconds left in the third. Nembhard gets it into Nesmith. Nesmith hits the ground, but gets it to Pascal Siakam for a three. He can't hit it. Wallace with the rebound. Nembhard at the other end. He decides to slow it up. Shai Gilgeous now has it with 12 seconds. He says, let's slow it down. Let's run this play. He finds Williams open for a three. Williams can't hit it. Nembhard with a rebound. Outlet to Pascal Siakam. Crosses over. Yeah, out of control, but ends up getting a rebound. 49-68. Yeah, that's one good thing to be able to do, to have two big men in the game at the same time, because one of them can actually handle the ball. That'll be Pascal Siakam. Then you got Miles Turner in the ball game. However, he doesn't really play down low like a big man. He's up top, but I guess that's the offense, the pick and pop offense that they run in Indiana. Not a whole lot of ISO. They do have some. That's I don't mind that offense they have. See, when they're moving the ball at the beginning of their plays, the pre-play, the setup, it actually looks like they are trying to score off of it. Unlike some teams, like my team, we run the pre-setup, we run that setup. We're not looking to score. We're just looking to get the ball into the ISO player's hand. That's it. 1-on-1. Gilgeous for three. Can't hit it. Rebound, Miles. Miles Turner hands that to Halliburton. Halliburton throws it to Miles Turner. Miles Turner with a turnaround. No good. Pascal Siakam gets the rebound. Nesmith squares up for three and hits it. Yeah. And OKC calls a timeout very quickly. Once again, you can't give Indiana any room to breathe. Can't give them any. Hey, look, that's the team I was talking about a few nights ago with I forgot who it was we were talking about. It might have been Jay. Yeah, it might have been Jay Harris. We were talking about that. How the teams that move the ball are teams that are successful. Both of these teams actually move the ball, even though Gilgeous-Alexander, he'll get they'll set him up with the ISO. He'll handle the ball some, but they're able to move the ball and still run an ISO to Shea Gilgis. Same thing for Indiana. I think Indiana moves the ball a little bit better than OKC, but the San Antonio Spurs, that was a team right there. That was a team that moved the ball, not just moved the ball. Guys moved. That's what made it so effective. It wasn't just one guy dribbling, and his teammates standing out on the baseline, standing outside on the wings, just watching them dribble. It was guys moving, guys cutting. That's the difference between types of ISO. If you got an ISO where guys can cut, and the guy who was dribbling the ball, the guy who's in the ISO, keeps his head up to see if he can pass it to someone's open, I can live with that type of ISO. All right, guys, we'll be right back. Miles Turner finds Nembhard under the basket wide open, and that's 56 points right now. 56 to 69. Hartenstein finds Caruso under the basket. Almost the same play. A little bit closer though, and Caruso puts points on the board, and it's a steal by Hartenstein. Grabs it. They don't call traveling on the floor in the pros. That sure would have been travel in middle school. In junior high, they would have called the travel on Hartenstein. They swing it. Caruso for three. Caruso hits the three. And just like the first game, anytime Indiana tries to make a run, OKC has an answer. Can they sustain it though? Miles Turner at the elbow. The jumper is good. And we have a poll question. Which team will win game 2? That's this game right here. Which team will win game 2? Don't wait until the game is over to make your choice. Nice jumper by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He can't be stopped right now. 76-58 is the score. Halliburton finds Miles Turner. He gets it back to Halliburton. They are not letting Halliburton shoot. Pascal Siakam fouled up top by Caruso. Dort has a seat. Pascal Siakam on the line, 59-76. Pascal Siakam hits his free throw. Full court man-to-man by the Pacers. This is Gilgeous-Alexander bringing the ball down. Splits that double team, gets at the elbow, kicks it. Long three by Williams is good. Excuse me, Wiggins. Pascal Siakam, a lot of dribbling. Tried to kick that to the corner, and a foul's going to be called. Wiggins says, hey, take it out. Take a look. Nah, don't take a look. You got a huge lead. No need right now. Bitcoin, $105,000 a share right now, guys. Pascal Siakam earning his points on the line, 61-79. It's the third quarter, getting close to the end of the third quarter. Indiana Pacers down big, but never out, never completely out. XRP, $2.26 per share. Bitcoin Cash, $414 a share. Dogecoin, 18 cents. Hoping some of these will just blow up. Halliburton, all the way down to the elbow. Gets that back to Obi Toppin. Nembhard drives. Tried to kick that one. Is knocked out of bounds by Caruso. 62-79. $12 seconds to score for Indiana. They need to start scoring now every time down. They get it into Halliburton. He shoots a three. This is off. That is knocked out of bounds. I don't know how that is going to go to. All right, they changed the call. Like, I don't know the way Siakam was swinging at the ball, how it could go out that way off Siakam. So they do change it. They get into Shepherd. Shepherd to Obi Toppin. Obi Toppin finds Halliburton. Halliburton kicks it to Obi Toppin. Obi Toppin takes the three. Can't hit it. Rebound Caruso. Shai Gilgeous off the glass. Can't hit it. Rebound Obi Toppin. Outlet to Nembhard. Nembhard. No look pass over to Shepherd. Shepard gets it back out. They swing it. Nembhard sees the open lane, goes strong, kicks that back out to Halliburton. Halliburton with the floater. That's good. And is wondering why there was no foul call, but Halliburton finally scores. I think that might have been his second score. That'll give him 5 points if I'm not mistaken. Williams drives and he's fouled on the floor. Actually, he's fouled in the act of shooting and go to the line with 3:50 on the clock. One of the cleanest cars I've owned. Yep, that Eclipse. That was one car I liked. And he got rid of it for ugh. $64.81. Halliburton trying to figure out something. They've got to get scores. Stolen by SGA. He is fouled at the other end. And he's got something to say to the refs. Like SGA doesn't usually get that animated. Yeah, just a hard foul. Just a hard foul. We got one vote. We got one vote. All right, we got another timeout on the court. Now, guys, I was feeling the exact same way about the game. The game one at this time. Pretty sure I was feeling exactly the same. OKC had it in the bag. It was a wrap. Darn near getting boring. And then about midway, a little bit over midway, past or beyond midway of the fourth quarter, here come the Pacers. So no matter what, we've got to wait and see. This game is not over. You know what I'm saying? Never over. All right, leading scorers. Let's get the top three for each team. For the Indiana Pacers is going to be Pascal Siakam with 15 points. Miles Turner has 14, and Nembhard with 11. Halliburton only has only 5 points. For Oklahoma City, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 22 points. Jalen Williams right behind him with 11. Then Chet Holmgren, with 15. And Chet Holmgren with 11. The top three are their big three doing their job. But off the bench, Alex Caruso with 13 points. Also, Aaron Wiggins with 11. Like I said. Actually, no. I was talking about the other team. Tonight, OKC's bench is doing a really good job. Yeah, but still, Indiana's bench. Obi Toppin with 13 points. No, my bad. Let's make sure I'm looking at everything right. Yeah. All right, Obi Toppin. All right, okay. The bench for Indiana not doing so hot tonight. Yeah, they only have 11 points. I thought I must have been looking at the wrong column a few minutes ago. But yeah. Mathurin 5 points. TJ McConnell with 3. Obi Toppin with 3. Yeah, I must have been looking at the wrong. Yeah, the wrong column. All right. Speaking of the second group, they're in right now. Woo! Nice shot by Neesmith. Neesmith with the 3. All right. Penalty time. So every foul from here on out in this third quarter with 3 minutes and 4 seconds left. Gonna send someone to the free throw line. This time it's gonna be the league MVP, SGA, better known as Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Alexander hits the first free throw and also the second free throw. This being the end of the third quarter, we're definitely going to go ahead and say Shea Gilgeous will have 30 plus tonight unless someone can shut him down. It's something that hasn't been done. Just not getting done in the playoffs. Neesmith drives, steps through, gets at the Toppin. Nice defense there. And what a block. Let's see if it was a good block. Nope, that was inside the rim. They didn't call that, I don't think. All right, so if they would have called that, would that have been goaltending? Probably, I guess, even though the ball did not even get over the rim. You think they will call that goaltending? McConnell. All right, McConnell sees the ball go through the net. He's a spark plug. 69-89, 20-point lead. Neesmith squares up, hits another three. Yeah, if he gets his feet square, he can hit that three. They're gonna need it. They expect to make a run right here. Yeah, Gilgeous, you can't let him shoot threes. Can't let him score threes. You can't let OKC score threes. Neesmith finds Bryant. Bryant is fouled on the play. Alexander now with 3 fouls. Bryant hits the first free throw. Which team will win game 2? We got one vote. I'm pretty sure they are choosing OKC. Or maybe they're choosing with their heart and hoping that Indiana makes another run. Oh, Bryant misses one. Shai Gilgeous finds Hartenstein. Hartenstein with the alley to Chet Holmgren. They always got 2 7-footers in the game. Mathurin strong to the basket. A foul is going to be called. All right, every foul, somebody's going to the line. Hartenstein with the alley to Chet Holmgren. Mathurin hits his first free throw. It's good. It's good. (74-91), 55.1 seconds left in this third quarter, and another miss by OKC. They are not a good free throw shooting team, that's for sure. All right, we got 46 seconds, coach. Cut the music, cut the beat. Gilgeous behind the back, finger roll, no good, but Hartenstein with the rebound, kicks it out to Chet Holmgren for 3. No good, rebound, Mathurin. He's got 26 seconds on the clock. That ball is knocked away by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's deflected, but Chet Holmgren gets it behind the back pass, and it's going to be a blocking foul on, I think that's Neesmith with 15.9 seconds left on the clock. Yeah, Mathurin didn't know Shai Gilgeous was behind him. Chet Holmgren at the line. Rattles in the first. Halliburton comes in. This is his specialty. Clock running down. He figures out a way to score. Chet Holmgren on the line. He hits both. Obi Toppin hands it back to Halliburton. Halliburton brings across the timeline. He's got 9 seconds. Finds Neesmith. Neesmith is blocked. Is that Wallace? Wallace with the block. Wallace and Dort trying to be twins out there with the hair, with the dreads. 5.2 seconds to score. Halliburton finds Bryant. Bryant hands that to Neesmith. The floater off the glass. No good. He's been hitting it every time he squares those feet up, man. If he could have done a jump stop right there, maybe been able to get a better looking shot there. That runner was a little bit too hard. 74-93, 19-point lead by OKC. Yeah, now let's see if I can take us back into the past. Let's see if it's gonna allow me to. Okay. Yeah. In the third quarter, 93-74. Let's go back to game 1. All right, we go back to game 1. End of the third quarter. What was the score? All right, OKC. Was that 29-49? 57, 77, 85. So OKC had 85. Indiana, 45, 80. All right, that was okay. That wasn't. It's different. It's a lot different here, right? Because it was 85-80. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 70, no, 85-76. 85-76. So it's a little bit different. All right. 85-76. It was a 9-point lead in the third quarter of the first game. All right. We've got a 19-point lead now. OKC has outscored Indiana in all 3 quarters. Now, the last game, Indiana outscored OKC in the last 2 quarters. All right. Now, although, be it only by 1 point, still OKC has outscored Indiana. All right, so let's see. Kind of weird to say it like this, but let's see if OKC can hang on. That's what they've got to do. They have got to hang on. 74-93. 74-93. You still got to believe, man, it's going to be a tough ask for Indiana to win this game. Very tough. All right. But as one professional player once said, anything's possible. Kevin Garnett. Hartenstein to the basket. The layup is good.
The answer to that question easily gives the credit to the team. But both these teams have done that throughout the playoffs. Sharing the ball and sharing the credit. Wiggins on the drive, gets inside, strip, knocked out of bounds. 1 second left on the Russo, Melinda. Taylor Williams looks a little antsy, like the players being called for him. Sims goes inside, well defended by Nembhard. Ross blocked by Halliburton. 24-second violation. Halliburton 5 points, 4 assists. Down by 21. Course in game 1, we're down 15. About 9.5 to go before another one of those massive comebacks. Long way to go. Halliburton to Turner. Turner.
Oh my goodness, what a dunk by Turner. Oh my gosh.
Williams goes right at Shepard. Off jump shot. Caruso tips it. Wiggins grabs it. Fires a three. Offensive rebound. Ball is got
Hey, they get 3 times the score, they'll score. You give any professional team 3 times the score, they'll score.
Absolutely obliterated on the glass. Oklahoma City swarming to that as well. It's not just their defense, it's their work, and eventually they get that free.
Who's this Wiggins kid?
4 assists, 5 turnovers.
Not gonna get it done, dude. Not gonna get it done, but there's still 10 minutes. And this is not just about this game. This is about momentum going in for the rest of the series. There's still a lot of game left, but you want to keep playing.
Alex Caruso three. Hartenstein keeps it alive. Wallace, beautiful pass. Caruso, he's fouled.
They say that he didn't have to gather. Anthony Hartenstein on the offensive rebound again. What a pass by Wallace, so the foul did occur before he had the ball and it started to go up.
Still, that's a tough finish. 4 offensive rebounds already here in the fourth. Williams throws it up. And that, Siakam with the block. It went to Williams. Wiggins inside.
They're getting killed on the glass though.
The clock winding down. Just gets it off in time. Can't get it to fall.
Dang.
Lost it. It's going to go the other way. It was
Oh, he tried to get the timeout.
Halliburton with that floater.
No doubt about it.
pass inside. Caruso trying to draw a foul and does.
There's always lurking on the baseline.
And wide open on the baseline too, I might add.
Caruso, who has become beloved here in his first year. OKC, I love what Digno, the way he described him. Talk about how he's not afraid because he'll fail before he lies.
And that's a bold statement. He's got a lot of players like that. It is impressive to watch Caruso because now with this lineup, I think he needs the full. Talk about offensive rebounding. We're
physical lane violation. That was actually an important call in game one. Caruso hits that back up to 22. Indiana already in the penalty. Halliburton jump shot.
Halliburton
Starting to get a little more aggressive.
finding the rhythm.
DB, I'm telling you, his aggression has to start earlier.
Got to start earlier though, huh?
About his late game heroics. Got to do a better job being physical early. As you see, Jay Dot knock down the mini.
17. Jalen Williams. Siakam. Center end bank shot. Missed it. Rebound knocked loose. Williams the save.
Williams, just a quick shot. Nobody under the basket. This is what I mean by playing the game the right way, bro. You got to play the right way. Like, you have nobody there. Swing it, swing it. Oh, Shepard. There's nobody there to swing it. You can't swing it. Yeah, you did. Got those big 12s in the way. Right there, they're gonna call it. Oh, my bad.
I mean, that's a tough one.
Maybe he didn't. My bad. Maybe he didn't.
Shows us something here.
Yeah, Dort actually didn't.
That's a tough one for me.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. As Illuminati, so Illuminati says, that's tough.
Nembhard's shoulder that goes into him.
Halliburton definitely getting into the swing of things now.
Your team has to set its own. I know that might not be his natural state, but he's got to be more aggressive early.
Another foul. It's the Pacers. Not slow to get up. Very slow to get up.
And now off the inbound, Houston.
Yeah, that I don't know about that foul, but like if this was Illuminati would be like, where was the foul? Where was the foul? That's tough. There was no foul. I didn't see the foul. Did you see the foul?
Every Indiana
I didn't see the foul.
on the timeout now. Rick Carlisle upset.
That's tough.
Indiana
Guys. That was tough. So Illuminati. I can't believe somebody didn't know who Illuminati was. What was that girl's name? I can't remember her name. Boy, you don't get anything started with Soul, because he will do it to you. All right. We've got the score here, 82 to 102. Just like in the first game, Oklahoma City was able to create that space and keep it there. You know, like right in the 13 to 14. Excuse me, like 10 to 14 point separation. They were able to do that throughout the whole game until the end. Now, until there was about 4 minutes on the clock, I think it was 4 to 5 minutes, is when Indiana started to make their move. So it's still 8 minutes and 2 seconds on the clock, guys. It's only 20 points. It's only 20 points. All right, only 20 points. So when you're playing Indiana, the game is not over by any means. All right, guys, if you haven't hit that like button, hit the like button. Let's take a look, see. We got 2 votes now. We got 2 votes, right? The votes coming in. The votes are coming in. Yes. The votes are coming in. OKC still outscoring Indiana in the fourth quarter. All right, we've got 7 likes. 7 likes. Thank you guys for the 7 likes, even though we won't get 100 views today. Thank you for the 7 likes. I appreciate it. We appreciate it. All right? We appreciate it. And we appreciate it just like Trump would say. We appreciate it. It's outstanding. It's phenomenal. Phenomenal likes tonight. Trying to get 10. Phenomenal. Let's see here. What are we gonna look at now? We might get 100 likes. Might get 100 views tonight. 100 views. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at ye old box scores. Top 2 scorers for each team. For Indiana, it's going to be Miles Turner with 16, and following him, Pascal Siakam with 16. Who will have the highest score for Indiana? I'm going with Pascal Siakam with 15 points. Now, I meant with 20 points. Now, Halliburton has started to put some points on the board. He's got 11 now. For OKC, Gilgeous Alexander with 27 points. Like I said, he'll probably have 30 plus. And following him is going to be Jalen Williams with 18. He is now at the line. You also have Alex Caruso with 17 points off the bench.
All for that Liberty game. That's going to be a fun one.
You bet. Take one from your page. What a drag. Ryan Russo, please.
Look, as a Syracuse
Free throw hit
I understand there's a
by Williams.
I took a 1-week course at the Syracuse School of Broadcasting.
They don't consider you a drag.
They don't. They won't even hire me now.
I know there's 2 Hall of Famers, both on the distaff side on that broadcast team.
And another.
Radio. Mark Kestecher.
Halliburton has found his stroke now, guys. The kid is scoring, just maybe too late.
Alexander against Shepard. Unger gets free.
Now they decide to double Gilgeous. But they leave this guy open. And that's Wiggins. Wiggins is shooting the lights out tonight. He gets the 3 right back.
18 minutes.
Halliburton. Miles shoots the 3. He can't hit it. But Indiana gets the rebound. Toppin for 3. He can't hit it this time. Loose ball. Indiana gets it. And nearly turns it over. Mathurin kicks it. Get in the corner, Mathurin. Nearly a steal. Nearly a steal by Williams, but it's going to be Indiana ball with 10 seconds to shoot.
Such a fabulous job with these Pacers.
This is Mathurin. Mathurin goes off the screen. And he is fouled going to the basket. Coach, you need to get Neesmith off the bench. Got to get Neesmith back out there. Look at this ball movement, man. You'd never see that in Charlotte. Nunca. Never see it in Charlotte.
Aspects of the OKC team you never
Just do not understand how to play basketball the right way. Mathurin at the line. Mathurin hits his first free throw. Now let's see if he can hit both.
I learned back in 2002. The Spurs
Caruso comes back off the bench.
It was Speedy Claxton. It was Malik Rose.
6:44 on the clock. 6:44 on the clock. It's about that time for Indiana to make a run. So they're able to figure it out at the end of the game, and 2 free throws. Both of them hit by Mathurin. SGA being guarded by Shepard. SGA with Shepard on him. SGA gets it to the elbow. The jumper is good. He's so smooth, bro. Halliburton. Brian did think about the 3. Obi Toppin to the basket. Finger rolls no good. That ball's going to be out of bounds. And they're going to say it goes to Indiana.
Yeah, there's not much you can
Halliburton tossed the ball in. Gets in the top and kicks it out. Coach, you need Neesmith in there. Matherin, the jumper is good. Stays down on the jumper. 89, 109. You're trading baskets with 5 minutes and 53 seconds on the clock. Holmgren sets the screen up top, and SGA is going to be fouled. And they may be in the bonus.
Moses Alexander about to get another 30-point playoff game. 5 players with 15-plus points. And the balance, we talked about Indiana's balance. OKC obviously has the game's leading score, but so many others capable.
Yeah, there's so many. And they mentioned in there that Raptors team that won the championship. Pascal Siakam was one of those players, and you mentioned he can fit in any team. It's that balance, and OKC has that balance. That would make it so difficult to guard because they got 2 or 3 players on any given night that can just come out of nowhere when you're focused on Shea and Chet and J-Dub.
Not Shea, he still has 31. He also has 4 steals. Halliburton on 3. Up short. Simpson. Right now, the Thunder in control. 22-point lead with 5.5 to play. Elliott to Caruso. He comes down with it. Now goes inside, layup off the glass, can't get it to fall. Halliburton pushes, nice feed to Matherin, side step layup, somehow he squeezed it in. What a difficult shot from Matherin.
4 minutes and 56 seconds left.
Up top, Jalen Williams under 5 to play. Turnover, Abbott throws it far ahead. Halliburton able to race it down. Kyle on top of it. Stolen by Jalen Williams. 15th turnover. Indiana trying to get on its feet again.
20-point lead, 4 minutes and 32 seconds on the clock. Indiana just has not been able to make any leeway. Can they score 20 points in 4 minutes and stop OKC from scoring? Halliburton hits a 3. A timeout with 4 minutes on the clock. Indiana now outscoring OKC in the fourth, 20-18, with 4 minutes left, but they're still down. Now it's they're down 17 points, I think it is. The Pacers shooting 42.7% from the floor, and OKC shooting 47.4%. Pacers 35% from the three-point line. Oklahoma City also 35%. Free throw shooting 73% by the Pacers. They are 17 of 23. OKC 25 of 28 for 89%. That's good. Rebounding 41-33 OKC. They are out rebounding the Pacers. Assists 26 to 23 Pacers. Blocks 6 to 4 Pacers. Turnovers 15 to 12. Pacers have turned the ball over 14 times. Oklahoma 12 times. They both given up 14 points off turnovers. Fast break points go to Indiana 9-4. Points in the paint, Oklahoma 40 to 26. Still 3 minutes and 54 seconds on the clock. and I'm still saying, can OKC hang on? They need to get this win at home. Gill gets to the basket and one. Gilgeous hits the free throw. Caruso for three. It's good. Cano back at the other end, scores again. All right, at this point, with 3 minutes on the clock, have they stopped too soon, starting to think, hey, let's just play not to lose? Gilgeous misses. Where is Neesmith, bro? Mathurin draws a foul, shooting a three.
Are about to start being cleared. Time of death, 9:30 Central Standard Time. It looks like OKC is going to even this up and head to Indianapolis time.
Mathurin hits his first free throw. Mathurin misses his free throw. Bro, you got to stop missing free throws. All right, Coach feels as though they've got this one in the bag with 2 minutes and 42 seconds on the clock. So he sends in a few guys on the second crew. And but so has Indiana.
Still, if you're Indiana, you come in here, you get a split. Maybe the most difficult place to play in the NBA on the road.
100, 117, 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. In this game, we got 3 votes. Wiggins to the basket, strong. He's going to be fouled on the play.
Howard, and down there's James Johnson.
That's James Johnson, the veteran. Says, no, no, no dunks on me, buddy.
A strong presence with this team.
That's not the only thing he's strong with, man. He's one of the other guys in this league. What you call an old school enforcer, one of those guys that make sure that the game stays about basketball.
No need to get on the school to know that the players don't want any part of fighting it.
I don't want no, they want none of that.
And that's going to be the rest of the guys off the bench coming in. Still with 2:25 on the clock, though. None of the dangerous guys on the court for Indiana. So OKC's pretty sure they've got this one. McConnell hands that off. Shepard for 3, can't hit it. Rebound.
Who is going to be quite the player.
I think they said it was Mitchell. Williams with the ball. They give it back to Williams. He loses it out of bounds.
Here in attendance, NBA Commissioner Alan Silver. He in Indianapolis.
Good company hanging out with Casey Wasserman over there. Just, oh, look, I bet you Adam Silver got
All right, McConnell brings it down with 2 minutes on the clock. It's 100, 118. Johnson kicks that. Matherin still on the court. Shoots a 3, can't hit it. Williams with the rebound. Loose ball picked up by Johnson. They give it right back to him. Johnson drawn to the basket, kicks it to Matherin. Matherin. Johnson not looking to shoot the ball. Gets it back to Matherin. Matherin in the paint. Kicks it. Shepard for 3.
Mike, I've been so proud of you, man. It's been really impressive to watch your growth.
Whatever the front does the coach a bit remaining.
103, 118. Now we are under 1 minute left in the game. Foul up top by Johnson. 85.5 left in this game. And unless the Pacers can score 15 points in 58 seconds. Now 16. And keep OKC from scoring. OKC's got this one.
Golden State, this team has a chance to go on a very long run, and it's just starting now.
The series is going to be 1-1.
McConnell gets in the lane. Patting it, baby jumper is good. Now somehow here, Indiana's going to get, I guess it doesn't matter. Maybe it was a wrong. Okay, that was Johnson with the score. All right, with 19 seconds on the clock, OKC does not have to shoot the ball. again to win this game, and I don't think they will.
They only lost 2 in a row twice in the regular season. They have yet to lose back-to-back games in this playoff run.
All right, we got 3 votes. We got 3 votes, and that is going to be it. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, OKC gets a little get back on Indiana. They didn't let them sneak back in this game. Pretty sure they were completely upset with themselves. Completely upset with themselves for letting, and I say let, Indiana come back and win that game. They had it just like they had it tonight, and just couldn't hang on, or didn't hang on. And also Indiana was hitting their shots. They hit their shots down the stretch. But tonight the OKC, Oklahoma City Thunder, hold off the Pacers to win this one. Let's go over the stats real quick. All right, Pascal Siakam with 15 points. Neesmith had 14. Miles Turner with 16. Nembhard had 11. Halliburton ended up with 17 points, 6 assists. James Johnson, 2 points. Obi Toppin had 3. Bryant with 1 point. TJ McConnell, 11. Mathurin off the bench with 14. And Shepard had 3. For OKC, Chet Holmgren with 15 points, 6 rebounds. Jalen Williams, 19, 5 assists, 5 rebounds. Alexander, 34 points. He had 8 assists, 5 rebounds. Dort had 3 points. I ended up with 5 personal fouls, so didn't play a lot. Kason Wallace had 4 points. Jalen Williams, 3. Hardenstein had 3 points. Alex Caruso with 20 points off the bench. Wow. Isaiah Joe had 2 points. Aaron Wiggins, 18 points off the bench, and Mitchell had 2. Team stats. Team stats look like this. Indiana had shot 45% from the field. Oklahoma City 48. 3-point shooting 35 to 38. OKC. Free throw shooting 73 to 87.9. OKC. Rebounding 35 to 43. OKC. Assists 27 to 25. That went to the Pacers. Steals 9 to 10. OKC. Blocks 6 to 4. That went to the Pacers. Turnovers, Pacers with 15 and OKC with 14. The Pacers conceded 14 points to the Thunder. The Thunder conceded 17 points to Indiana and still won big. Fast break points 9 to 4. Indiana. Points in the paint 34 to 42. Indiana. Largest lead in the game was by OKC, 23. The Indiana Pacers did lead one time. Well, did lead a couple of times. Their largest lead was only 3. All right, so that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We got it. It's done. The Oklahoma City Thunder win this one going away. Sort of like they should have won the first one. All right, it's not even a can Indiana win a game. They've already won one. Can they win another one? Well, they won the first one. We're still looking for Oklahoma City to have a bad game. The first game, it was not a bad game. It's not a bad game. They just gave it up at the end. Second game, not a bad game. Both these games at home. Now they travel to Indiana to play. Indiana is going to be at home where they won little bit more excitement there for them, a little bit more motivation for them to win at home. Can they get one game there? They get one game there, at least. So we're still looking for OKC to have at least one bad game out of this series, right? At least one bad game. So all they gotta do is have one bad game in in Indiana, and Indiana will win, right? Push this to a game 6 at least. You know what I'm saying? All right, guys. With that said, it's tied up 1-1. It's tied up 1-1. All right, we're getting ready to get out of here. Thank you all for hanging out with me. Let's check a few things. First of all, let's see. We ended up with 7 likes. Thank you guys for the 7 likes. I appreciate it. All right, we had a handful of people in the chat. Daniel Berry, thanks for stopping by. And my guy Michael Smitty, thanks for stopping by. And Garrett Clemens, thank you for stopping by. All right, we had a few people to vote, and 33% for everything. We had 33% for the Pacers, 33% for Thunder, and 33% for not sure. Even though the Thunder led basically the whole game, and that's a testament to the Pacers continuing to play. And you just never know when they're going to make them run. So thank you guys for voting. And we're a little bit short on views tonight, but we had 129. Thank you guys. And with that said, we're getting ready to get out of here. So guys, I'll see you next time. All right. Have a nice one. And stay tuned for game 3. Stay tuned for game 3. I'm not sure when that's going to be. When is it going to be? It's not going to be Monday. Maybe Tuesday. Maybe Tuesday night. All right, guys. We'll see you later. I'm Coach G. And this is Coach G TV.